Hey guys, welcome back to Paddy Plays Lands of Lore. I think this is part 4 now. Starting up a stream for today. And it's a Monday, so just picking up from where I left off last time. We finished Urbish Mines. We did head back for the swamp to check out if there was anything of value at the Fletchers, but nah, don't think there was. So what we'll do now is we'll look if there's anything of low value we don't really want. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll head round through the swamp, stopping off at that.
Poison. I've been poisoned.
Fuck. We'll head round the swamp, stopping off at that statue. That buy shit off us. We'll dump a load of shit in there and be on our merry bastarding way. Whilst getting poisoned every 2 fucking seconds. Is the plan. Fucking looks like the swamp cast has made Bakara feel a little bit fear and loathing in Lands of Lore. If you know what I mean. He looks like he's been touched by Cell's perfect body. Oh, fuck a duck.
Drowning.
Shit. Sorry guys, that was embarrassing. Let's try that again. You gotta be careful in the swamp, you know, one wrong step and you can really fuck it. Everyone's falling asleep, it's crazy. I think the basil ring protects Akshel from the effects of the swamp though, so he's been a touch more lucky. Carter at least looks a bit less traumatized, thankfully. So yeah, we're gonna go see the swamp totem guy. I think we'll call him Steve from now on. I'm gonna go see Steve. And get rid of some of the stuff we don't need. Don't really need this. Cheers, Steve. Appreciate that. Don't fucking need that. I'll keep my skull just in case there are things we can still bash him with. We definitely need the key though. And we got plenty of fireball ones, which we'll just use. And we've got 1, 2. What's that last one? 3 out of the 4 ingredients we need to concoct the Elixir of Tybal. It's called the Elixir of Tybal. Hail leather jerkin you can actually sell for a whole bunch of money. But it's just I'm too fucking lazy to take it to a store, so I'll take whatever Steve's giving me for it, which is 50 crowns. Steve's just kind of like not quite a pound shop, but a 50 crown shop, we will call him. I've got a shooting star, which it is kind of handy to have one of those for shooting and hitting switches with. So I'll keep one of those. I asked myself though, do I really need all of these oil flasks? And I'm gonna get rid of a whole bunch of these, to be honest. I mean, how many do I really need? Do I need any more than 2? No, not really. I'll keep like maybe 2 of them. Cheers, Steve. You're a good guy, Steve, thank you. So I've just got 2 in front of there. I still got loads of these. So many oil flasks. You definitely need the blades, the emerald blades, they're super useful. You'll find out why in this next part of the game. I've got my 2 flasks. I don't know, you know what, fuck it. I'm certain you find way more of them, so, you know. No, we'll pretend we used all of them up. I could basically drip feed myself healing items, but it may seem like, fuck Paddy, you've been collecting a lot of healing items. What the fuck are you gonna use those for? It may seem like I've got quite a lot of them, but you'll see we'll use a whole bunch of these in the next place we go to. Just organizing things a touch. Fucking so many salves. Crazy. I've got... Is that 8 salves? Madness. Utter madness. And fucking loads of these basil cups as well. Basil cups are great. And you know, there's like... basically... 11 full heals right there. In the form of those basil cups. Got plenty of spare space now, so we're all good, we're set. And we're going to go to Upper Oppen Wood. We're not going to step into the fucking swamp pit. Say hello to our buddy Jeff. Hey Jeff. Don't know why he's Jeff, but that's his name now. Right. I'll set this bitch to lightning. I've got a Rhinebacker on, it's a Monday. I try not to drink on a Monday to Wednesday. Just stick to non-alcoholic beer. So our destination is this, which is this spot here, which is Scotia's Barrier. And you might recall me mentioning about Vaelen's Cube, which is a special item which drains magic from things. So it's perfect for dealing with the barrier that Scotia's erected. It won't be able to withstand the power of Vaelen's Cube. I'll get the skull ready though, because I want to battle with the skull. Spark's gonna be lightning here, actually. There we go. I love the music in this place. Really fucking cool. And occasionally Picard is just like fucking absolute beast at hitting things. Sorry, just... yeah, cool. Just checking the music's coming through. Otherwise you'll be like, what are you talking about, Paddy? I don't fucking hear anything. There's a lot of sticks in this place as well that we came across. Fucking sticks, man. Okay, we've arrived at Scotia's Barrier. There you go. See, Paulson with his ranged weapons, they're fantastic for dealing with the Hornets. That one in particular never misses. Okay, let's get rid of this barrier. Fortunately, dispelling a barrier like that destroys the cube. Which is a real bitch because the cube's super useful against ghost type enemies. But in all honesty, by using the cube, you do deny yourself experience for things like magic and fight you would otherwise have got. So you may want to consider, you know, not using the cube just for the sense of keeping your characters leveling up. So that's something, it's a trade-off. You deny your character's experience by using that cube, so be warned. Right? And we're here, this cave goes to... I swear that's the first time I've seen this shade of green. I just thought that was like a yellowy colour. This is Yvel Cave, which goes to Yvel Woods.
This stump has been picked clean. No need to carry a rock of that size.
Now, there's a couple things I'm going to mention about Yvel Woods. And the first thing is this. You encounter the upgrade to orcs from here on out, which are... They're called Great Orcs in the manual, but they're basically Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings. Big fuckers who are much stronger. And... the second thing is... There's a possibility somewhere in these woods for this glitched lightning one to appear. If you're super lucky. I've never had it drop, but I believe it is in these woods where it can drop. And then lastly, there is another Vaelen's cube that drops here that we can find as well. I'll talk more about things. From this point in the game, you really start to see the evidence that they were having to rush this out of the door. There's a lot of unfinished content that kind of leaves the game kind of locked behind a lot of mysteries. There you go. This is the way to City of Yvel, but it's another barrier. You need the other Vaelen's cube to get in there. So the first task is to look for this, whilst also scouring the woods for goodies. Okay, this is the White Tower.
Maybe this is the White Tower where we can create the elixir. This castle is huge.
The White Tower is a very strange castle in Yvel Woods, and I'll talk more about the strange lore of it when we actually go visit there. We're not ready to go there yet, though. Still missing one of the ingredients we need, which we can get before we head to Yvel, to the White Tower. But I will say this about the White Tower, it is not a normal castle. It's enchanted by
has been picked clean.
Strange magic that
This stump has been picked clean.
kind of...
No one tends these woods.
I don't know how to describe it. It's not a... It's a very strange place.
Empty. This stump has been picked clean.
We're really heading into the depths of this place now. At the end of this woods, the other thing to mention as well is the backing onto Yvel Woods is a castle called Castle Samaria.
No one tends these woods.
And it's the home base of the Dark Army, basically.
No one tends these woods.
It's where Scotia is. And it's just a bad place, basically. It was originally the throne of the Dark One, was what was situated there in the past. But it's one hell of a dark castle. Really cool looking place, like fucking weird, brutal, strange looking place. So we got a white tower, and in the end of this forest is very much a dark tower. Not like this Stephen King book, though. But I don't think it'll be long until we encounter some Urukai. Thought there were like
empty.
some chests around here. Oh. Yeah, this has got to be... The further north we go, the more dangerous it's going to be. Because we'll be approaching Samaria. And there's loads of Urukai forces around there. Big forest and no enemies yet. But I don't think that's going to remain the same for too much longer. Ah. Here they are. Pretty easily dispelled, actually. Surprise. But Urukai would be tougher. My previous playthroughs have been tougher. Hey, I got a viewer. Welcome, viewer. Thanks for stopping by. Carrying on with the next game. Sorry if I sniff a lot. I've still got this man flu pretty badly. Hoping I'll be getting over it soon because kids and man flu do not mix. So I'm suffering big time.
Empty.
Recently. We just reached the Yvel Woods. Been talking a lot about the lore of the different castles that are here. There's two prominent ones. The White Tower, which is an enchanted strange castle. And then there's the Castle Samaria at the end of the forest, which is the home base of the Dark Army. It's where Scotia is located. And all around here are
empty.
Some of the most elite forces of the Dark Army.
Empty.
Which are the Urukai.
Empty.
The Swarm. I thought there was like a chest somewhere in here. I don't know. I've managed to find another Vaelen's Cube. If you've not heard me talk about Vaelen's Cube, it's a kind of relic. Oh, there's more here. Oh, this one's tougher. This one's a lot tougher. It's interesting. He's not going down. What the fuck? I need to maybe try throwing something else. Ah, that works. These ones are much stronger. Wow. There we go. Level 3 will do it. Oh shit. Right, okay. Let's get something a bit more powerful here. Right, we better do something about this. Yeah, this is more of the difficulty I recalled Urukai being. Wow. Shit, ignore, there's more of them, fuck. Right, let's get more of these fireball ones. Yeah. Right. Fucking hell, this has been a hike in difficulty. What the hell? Jeez Louise. Wow. That was very surprising. Maybe it was a bad idea resting there. Try bees. How do you guys like bees, eh? Right. Oh shit. Holy hell. Fuck me, these guys are absolutely ruining me. Oof. Right, let's get the fuck out of here. Because we are struggling with these orcs. I was very cocky. I've got through all my salves. Wow. Jeez, they're just fucking everywhere. What the hell? Fucking run. Jeez, they're really giving us a run for our money. Bloody hell. I've never experienced this where there's like fucking this many Urkai giving us this much of a problem. Oh fuck. Right, okay, we need to do something here. Right, I need to get out. Fucking Nora. If you can believe it. People need to like level up now. Huge hike in difficulty, crazy. I think we need some better equipment basically is what's going wrong there. I'm just really shocked, like, I've never seen the game do that. Usually Urkai aren't that tough to deal with. It's like it detected I was kicking their asses pretty well and it hiked the difficulty up in response. Oh well. Need something stronger, I think. Oh. Fuck me. Incredible. Fucking hell. Wow. I think I'm actually fucked. Whew. Ha ha ha. Wow. Wowee. Okay. I'm glad I got these fireball ones still. They're helping a lot. They're just like so strong, these Urkai. It's crazy. Is it like the difficulty gone up or something or what? Monsters are fucking normal, supposedly. Wow. Don't seem normal. Just like fucking so many of them all of a sudden. Mind you, this is still going to be like great in terms of leveling up and stuff though. What can we throw at them? Fireball's probably the best bet. Right, we'll just keep hacking at them until we can get through, I think. Is the best way of doing this. If we clear out enough of them, then we should be able to get through. I mean, I'm not really worried about hornets, they're pretty minor in comparison. There we go. I think it's just our weapons need to get better. Alright, let's get out of here. I guess if we have like, maybe daggers are better if you can throw them, I don't know. Right, okay. No more appearing. Super strong. Really strong. Crazy. Mad, really, because there were none until, like, literally I went all the way up there to just where Samaria is. This spot called Vulture's Chasm. And I really wanted to visit Vulture's Chasm just because, Vulture's Chasm is an interesting place to go look at. And I know a few bits and bobs about it that I wanted to mention. Shit it now, look at the amount of these there are. Oh hell. Need to be careful not to get boxed in here. I tell you what, let's just go to Yvel. We're not doing too hot here. We need to be doing more damage against these guys. Guy's got a bit stronger at rogue at least. Something. Okay. I have to say, I've never experienced a point where I've struggled this much with those great orcs. It's so much stronger in this this time than I've ever known them to be. This must be like a different version of something. Okay. Let's just go dispel Scotia's barrier.
Quickly, we must destroy this barrier.
Let's get Paulson to shoot them. When the Vaelen's cube goes white like this, it will actually restore magic. So, pretty safe to do this. Oh fuck, didn't do barely any. Let's aggro that guy.
Hey, I think it's working.
Give him that old hit. Nice. Cool. Build up that rogue skill. And that's it, the Vaelen's cube's gone. Damn. Right. I'm gonna save the game here because some of these chests later on, they... You like... Shield of Stealth. Nah, this Arbalist is... Arbalists are super strong, but this one sucks. Arbalist Equalizer means it always misses. It's really annoying. Fucking pointless weapon. When we try and sell it, you'll see that
This stump has been picked clean.
they'll only like give you like 1 coin for it, right? We've arrived at the city of Yvel. There's no enemies here. Safe to recoup, and we'll be able to upgrade our gear to some of the best equipment in the game. Hopefully start getting some better protection for people again soon as well. Because we need it. We need another kite shield for Axe Shell, really. It's a big place, City of Yvel. As you can see, everywhere's pretty much boarded up because what's going on lore-wise right now is they're under siege by the Uruk-hai that we've seen in the forest. Just basically poured into the place since we went north.
Worn lock. There is no way to pick this lock.
Now, yeah, there's a lot of strange things like this in Yvel. Like, sorry. There's a lot of, like, random doors in Yvel with locks that have specific keys for them. And to a degree, like, a lot of them do, sure. A lot of them do, here we go. What did I tell you? More oil flasks. A lot of them do, like, have the keys to open them. Some of them don't, though. There's one that no key opens. You can, like, hack into it. It's just an empty room. It's, like, fucking weird. There's also a weapon called, I think it's, like, Great Maul Armageddon. And I've read somewhere that apparently there's a random address in one of these walls where if you happen to click in the right place, it will pop up. But I've never managed to, like, figure that out or find it. I think it might be a hoax, that, personally. But this is where you start to get, like... Ah, here we go.
Ah, customers! You are a welcome sight, lads. Since Scotia moved into the Dark Castle, things in Yvel have been a mite grim.
We as well are glad to see you, sir.
Right, we can get a better weapon for Paulson now.
A full supply goes with every bow sold. I go through 3 of these on a good day. I can't be selling that now, can I?
You click the bird, it goes. Funny.
If my window was a bit brighter, I wouldn't be needing that. The getting of the feathers 'tis the hardest part. Careful, that glass work is worth a fortune. I can't be selling that now, can I?
So he will sell you various things. The bow and this crossbow are not so great. This one, however.
Ah, that's a fine arbalest. 300 crowns.
This is the one we want.
You'll have a good eye for value. 300 crowns.
Oh, this one's 300 crowns. No.
I'll take that off your hands for 300 crowns.
Yeah, you keep that. We don't want that.
I'll take that off your hands for 30 crowns.
See? Because it's a pile of shit.
They always complain so loudly.
Ugh.
There is no fooling you, lads, is there? 'Tis the best item in my shop. 225 crowns.
It's not the best item in this shop, by the way. The best item in this shop is the arbalest. Not that you'd know, because you don't get any update to your damage when you equip a ranged weapon. First time we used to play this, like when I was a kid and I used to play this, we used to equip these items and we used to be like, oh, it only does like 4 damage. This is shit. Like, I'm not going to use it. And it turns out that it does way more damage. It just doesn't show up on any of the stat screens, which is just ridiculous because you have no way of knowing how good the ranged weapon is that you've equipped unless you buy like a hint book that gives you all that information. But
good luck and happy hunting, my friends.
We'll see about just giving Paulson this. See if he will buy the crossbow Valkyrie.
Have you a need for my stock?
We will browse a bit again if you don't mind.
I got the shield of stealth.
I'll take that off your hands for 50 crowns.
And I'm gonna actually sell that. It sounds cool, doesn't it? Shield of stealth. And there's some sandals you find called the silent sandals. And there's a cloak you can get called the whisper cloak. You think they'd allow you to sneak by enemies. They don't. It's just a name. It's just fucking stupid, really.
I'll take that off your hands for 500 crowns.
Oh, wow. Quite a bit for Valkyrie. But it has outlived its usefulness. It's not as good as this arbalest. So I'll do that. I swear, like, when I played this years back, he wouldn't buy that. Weird.
I'll take that off your hands for 150 crowns.
Yeah, you're alright, mate. Alright, that'll do. We've got all... Oh, wait, there's a shirt here. Don't want that.
I'll take that off
It's
your
cool he
hands
buys everything.
for 5 crowns.
It's cool he buys everything, isn't it? Alright, that'll do.
Good luck, and happy hunting, my friends.
Good lad, good lad. Let's carry on looking around. Just random buildings you can go into. Aegis Helm. Aegis Helm's pretty good. Give it a Paulson. It's got the Great Helm. 2 Great Helms. Great Helm's better than this. Urbish chainmail, flint mail, and then the chainmail. So, Urbish, is it scale mail he's got? This glint mail is not very good, but you know, we have to do what we have to do. Huh? Maybe I'll get lucky and happen upon Great Maul Armageddon. Another Aegis Helm. It's marginally better than this one, isn't it? I don't know if it's the best helm you get, but it's better than the one I've been using so far. It's kind of like a misty place, isn't it? It's big, Yvel is.
The door appears jammed.
I think
There is no way to pick this lock.
that's the one you can't get into.
This is already unlocked.
Yeah, so this one you have to be a certain level of rogue to unlock. And that's something you start seeing more prominently towards the end of the game. That you need to be a high level rogue to get into certain things. Especially goes for end late game treasure chests. Now these ought to be something special. There you go. Yeah, much better. Great Maul Hammerheads on par with Albert Sever. And that's an upgrade in damage for you. And you don't use that, you use Arbalists. So that's a free set of weapons that are immediately a bit better, so we'll use those. But there's better weapons than that available here that we can find, so we'll certainly look around.
Fresh.
Yeah. Let's carry on looking about. Big place to explore, Yvel. It's cool music as well. Ace of Infinity just restores your magic. Ace of Oblivion casts the best spells, highest level, but it only lasts once. Another one of these oil flasks. I don't know if it's true about there being Great Maul Armageddon.
If Yvel is not attacked, then yes, you will get most of the grain back. Where have you been? Paulson, what have you found?
I have found nothing. I follow Shell now.
We did find a recipe for the elixir, but it is a riddle and we have not yet found all the ingredients.
Then why are you bothering me?
Yep, it's Jaren, and he's as helpful as he's ever been, and friendly as he's ever been. You can talk to all of these people.
Yvel will not fall. Our walls will protect us. Even the Dark Army would not dare attack our stronghold.
It's good to do that because you get a more lore on the place. And they, as situations unfold, they say more things actually.
Do not bother him. He does not speak your language anyway.
Some of them don't speak English though, and Jaren rudely reminds us of that.
Do not bother him. He does not speak your language anyway.
Yeah.
I'm positive they've taken King Richard's body up to the Castle Samaria.
Castle Samaria is the dark castle that I was kind of wanted to look at before I got completely overrun by Uruk-hai. It's the one at the end of the forest.
They say there's an old door into the Catwalk Caverns near Bruno's.
It's not where Conan the Barbarian lives, by the way.
I'm positive they've taken King Richard's body up to the Castle Samaria.
You said something of key detail the second time, which I'm interested to rehear.
They say there's an old door into the Catwalk Caverns near Bruno's.
Ah.
Do not bother him. He does not speak your language anyway.
Okay, the crying, panicking man doesn't speak English. The guy with the cool beard doesn't speak English. The guy with the headache doesn't speak English. This guy does, though.
Why can't they just pay us now? We can't be expected to pay for all of Richard's scuffles.
Huh. I don't know about that.
Why can't they just pay us now?
Have you nothing better to do than to stand about? Have you nothing better to do than to stand about?
Apparently not.
Bring the elixir to me immediately, if you ever actually get it.
Oh, he's such a dick. Jaren's a great fucking asshole. is what he is. There's something else I'll mention about Yvel. There's a super secret spell that I literally missed in every playthrough as a kid. Only found out about it years later as a grown-ass man. And it's situated here. It's so hidden, it's ridiculous, but I'll show you where it is.
Welcome to Bruno's Lodge.
Ah! It's a funny place. Now, you might recognize this fellow here. And that would be because this is the guy we helped, the beggar. He seems to have grown one of his legs back, amazingly, as well.
What great fortune! You helped me in my hour of need, and now I must repay you.
I hope you are feeling better, sir.
Take this cape of concealment. It will make you difficult to see and hear.
Thank you. This will surely help us.
Now, here's the thing about this cloak, the Whisper Cloak. I feel like this is, again, a point where the game was perhaps rushed out, because it doesn't do that. It doesn't fucking do that at all.
Thank you again, my friends.
If you don't help him, I think he curses you and stuff instead.
Some peddler named Philip left these samples.
Who's Philip? Oh, yeah. He's the guy that gave us the compass in the tavern.
Some peddler named Philip left these samples. If not for the war, these would all be busy. Have you seen the new apothecary? I think her name is Sadie. What a dish.
Yeah.
They say war is bad, but I think it's good for the old boy-girl ratio. Know what I mean?
Honestly.
Hey baby, how you doing? I'm thirstier than a keg of sawdust. Buy me a draft? Cheers.
Here's the thing though, every time you talk to me, ask you the same thing. You can literally spend all of your money on this.
Than a keg of sawdust. Buy me a draft?
If you say no, he goes, well, it was worth a try, then fucking gets one anyway.
Cheers.
That's another thong gog, as you can see. And this guy, I'm gonna do it, but he talks forever. Get ready for this.
Hey there. You're from Gladstone, aren't you? You know, it's a little known fact there that the ancient Gladstonians discovered a method of controlling magic forces quite by accident. You see, Warren, 13th heir to the throne of Gladstone, stumbled across the Shard of Truth while spelunking with his fourth wife, Vaelen the Wise. Vaelen was the eldest daughter of the third Viscount of Griswold. The marriage brought the people of Griswold into the realm of Gladstone, thus increasing the military power of the Gladstonian Legion. The Legion was the primary source of power for Warren. They say the Shard spoke to Warren as he was poking around the Urbish Mountains. This was before that opportunistic miner William Gadfly began mining in the mountains. Those Urbish mines have unearthed more magical artifacts than anywhere else. It was Gadfly that invented the bellow pump that allows air to be pumped into the depths of the mines. His great-grandson, Ian the Cruel, converted the pump design when the miners hit water. Ian founded the original city of Yvel, which burned in a fiery inferno when the Dark One was destroyed by the White Circle. Our present city, is never fallen to an attacker. Michael Lordsport discovered the Ruby of Truth as he began digging the Catwalk Caverns as an alternate route out of the city. Not realizing its real power, Michael sold the Ruby to Ludwig Vergrundel, 73rd heir to the throne of Gladstone. Ludwig added the stone to Gladstone's growing fortune and left it untouched for decades. It's a little known fact that Gladstone owes its entire existence to Yvel. Horse Bucky, says I. That Scotia person actually failed the examination to join the ranks of the Talamar. She hates Richard and his little Dawn, too. So you see, the Talamar are actually to blame for this mess here. Hey there, you're not getting tired, are you, pal? I haven't had such a good listener for a long time.
Really, I would love to continue this fascinating conversation, but I have a kingdom to save and a Scotia to kill. Maybe some other time.
Hey, don't be a stranger there. I'll be seeing you there.
I don't know what happens if I talk to him again, but Axel's so softly spoken, he's sometimes hard to hear. If you pick any of the other characters, they're a lot more, blunter speaking. Axel's a little bit talks a little bit softer like this, like Tom Waits.
Hey there. You're from Gladstone,
Oh
aren't
shit!
you? No, it's a little known fact there that the ancient Gladstonians discovered a method of controlling magic forces quite by accident.
Sorry about
Warren,
this.
13th heir to the throne of Gladstone, stumbled across the shard of truth while spelunking with his
Fuck her.
fourth wife, Vaelen the Wise. Vaelen was the eldest daughter of the third Viscount of Bristol. The marriage brought the people of
I didn't know he'd say the same
Gladstone
thing
the
again.
military power of the
Ah.
Gladstonian Legion. The Legion was the primary source.
Let's just have a chill for a second. How was your day today, darling?
Guard spoke to Warren as he was poking around the Urbish Mountains. This was before that opportunistic miner William Gadfly began mining.
All said and done, though, he
Those
does
Urbish
reveal a lot of
mines
like
were not
interesting
magical
lore about the
artifacts
game.
anywhere else. It was Gadfly.
But if you talk to him, you are stuck.
Allows air to be pumped into the depths of the mines. His great grandson, Ian the Cruel, converted the.
Look at these guys here. They're like.
hit water. Ian
Look at that. Those faces. Those blank expressions. They're just like this. Holding his shirt.
You know, is never fallen to an attack. Michael Lordsport discovered the Ruby of Truth as he began digging the catwalk caverns as an alternate route out of the city. Not realizing its real power, Michael sold the Ruby to Ludwig Grundle, 73rd heir to the throne of Gladstone. Ludwig added the stone to Gladstone's growing fortune and left it untouched for decades. It's a little known fact that Gladstone owes its entire existence to horse bucky, says I. That Scotia person actually failed the examination to join the ranks of the Talamar. She hates Richard and his little Dawn, too. So you see, the Talamar are actually to blame for this mess here. Hey there, you're not getting tired, are you, pal?
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Listening for a long time.
I would love to continue this fascinating conversation, but I have a kingdom to save and a Scotia to kill. Maybe some other time.
Hey, don't be a stranger there. I'll be seeing you there.
Oh, can I tell you what? I'd be alright to say this to click him again. Subscribe to me or I'll do it. Follow me now. I'm only joking. That would just be like blackmail, wouldn't it? That's quite enough of that, isn't it? Fucking hell. Right, he just goes on and on, doesn't he? Never know anything like it. Oh boy. Well, bit of trivia for you there. That entire setup's apparently based on Happy Days, the old sitcom from like years back. All of those characters apparently are sort of like representations of the characters from Happy Days, apparently. I think it was before my time, Happy Days, so I've never really watched it, but they had like the Foz and stuff in it. So you would have had like some of those. If you're familiar with Happy Days, you might have found those guys a little uncanny, a little bit familiar. Apparently they're personifications of all those lot from that show. Arbalest Redemption. So that's going to be better than a regular arbalest, isn't it? Fuck's sake. And then a pair of sandals. So I spent 300 crowns for no fucking good reason, basically, because there was a better freaking arbalest just sitting in some random house. Like, I'm gonna compare them though and see what he say.
Have you a need for my stock?
We will browse a bit again if you don't mind.
I have need of you to tell me how good this shit is.
I'll take that off your hands for 500 crowns.
Pretty good then. Okay.
I'll take that off your hands for 300 crowns.
You'll notice Equalizer, he was like 30 crowns. He's like,
Good
it looks
luck,
good at least.
And happy hunting, my friends.
So yeah, this is much better. We'll use that. Nice. There's some familiar faces to be found here as well in Yvel. But if I see the place I'm talking to about that hidden spell, we are coming up to it, I think. Oh, okay.
You look surprised to see anyone still here in Yvel. I've seen 1,000 siege attempts in my time. I'll not close down just because of a few unruly orcs.
Perhaps you can help us. We are seeking ingredients for an elixir that can cure King Richard.
What are you looking for?
I have a recipe that the Droracle gave me.
Oh, could you show it to me?
I have to say, I love the soundtrack in this game. It's probably one of my all-time favorite game soundtracks, to be honest.
Here you are.
Yes, I have earth powders. My niece Laura has written me from her post at the Droracles. She speaks so highly of you, I cannot charge you for this.
Thank you so very much. All Gladstone thanks you.
Kind of like a more poignant moment in the game, I'd say. That's the last ingredient for the elixir. She also sells some salves, and because of my utter rinsing by the Urkai in the forest, I think I'll buy them.
That salve costs 20 silver crowns. That salve costs 20 silver crowns. I use this to crush the leaves. A book to pass the time with. That's just a book of Grisville history. I need the light to read by. You can get some ale at Bruno's Lodge.
She got a pint of ale on. Amazing.
I crush these dried leaves for my medicines.
Yeah, she just looks at you when you click there. It's funny.
I can diagnose your infirmities for 50 silver crowns if you like.
Nah,
suit yourself.
Don't need healing.
Don't blame me if you all fall over dead tomorrow. So long and good luck.
More of a softer spoken character. Soothing, very soothing place. But we're done there for now. Okay, Dorvish plate mail. That's much better for Picardo. Dorvish plate mail, it's very good. That's better, that's more even. Just need to get Paulson something. He's the weak one out now. This should make a difference against the Urkai. Just need some stronger weapons, but I know a place where we'll get stronger weapons. There's an old friend we'll find in Yvel. An old friend still.
The board seemed loose.
Ah, here we go.
Almost off.
One random door in Yvel.
The boards come loose from the door.
Crazy. And then there's this, the Hand of Fate scroll. Clearly a reference to Westwood's other game from the same era. This is a very expensive spell. You can still cast level 4 of it though. And then we get the speckled key. And the speckled key is what starts to open some of these doors over here. So we'll have a quick look over there, just in case there's anything of value. I don't think you get anything decent by using the speckled key though, from memory. Which is again, like, part of the weirdness of these, like, random locked doors.
The key doesn't fit.
It's like I don't think you get much for even opening them. It's just perplexing, to say the least. There we go. You get another key, the Jade Key, and it's just a great helm, which is just average gear, like for nothing, you know. Okay, there's a kite shield in here though. That's good. And a plate mail. Oh, okay, actually that was a pretty good drop. And there's still a key to look elsewhere. Alright, I take it back. There was some quite good gear behind that door.
This is already unlocked.
Is it? How strange. Was this the one I just came into? That's very strange.
This is already unlocked. This is already unlocked.
I only unlocked one of them, didn't I? I don't know. Baffling. So maybe this jade key unlocks this door here? Oops. So we'll check it out. Hand of Fate looks like this, by the way. And that will work against even ghost type enemies. But it's the most powerful spell I have. It's easily outclassed by the next spell you find, which is called the Mists of Doom. So it won't have much use for long. I'm sad to say. And the first level doesn't even... It doesn't even do damage. It's only when you get to level 2, 3, and 4 that it will make a heavy impact on enemies, but not by much, to be honest. Which is a shame, but whatever. Bit of a anticlimactic spell in the end, unfortunately. Was my experience of it. Okay, so that actually opened there. And there you go. There's nothing in here. It's just like total anticlimax. I'm clicking around in case that old tale of Great Wall Armageddon being hidden in some fucking wall randomly is true, but it doesn't seem to be. Nothing in there. It's just like... Dunno. Really weird. Really, really weird. Anyway, let's carry on. No point sweating the small stuff. Yeah. That's Sadie's shop. We've already been there. We've been in here? We have indeed. Been down this way. I don't think any of these other floorboards open into anything, to be honest. There are some more places you can go to.
Trash.
It's like a box room. Weird. And there's only the one door you can get the boards off, you know. So I guess you can get into all of the houses, but... It's perplexing at the end of it. Ace of Dominion casts top level of the Hand of Fate spell. But it's one use, like mentioned. And it's just a tonsure. Ooh. Ooh. Aha!
Hello, Commander. I have the... Oh, it is you. Please, come in.
It is quite a boost to see you again, Victor. Gladstone takes comfort in the support of all patriots like you.
Axel, Picata, Paulson, welcome. I have now my new shop here.
Yeah.
You have a thing to sell, Victor? I need table for work. Great axe, cut down tree with one swing. Excellent weapon. 325 crowns.
But it's not as good as this one.
Excellent.
That's actually
weapon. 3,000 crowns.
That's actually the dual dagger, believe it or not.
Excellent weapon. 150 crowns. Now is not the time for training apprentice. You have a thing to sell, Victor? Excellent
There we
weapon. 560 crowns.
This is probably the strongest weapon in the game. Great sword justice.
Fine work, except for rust spot. 150. Fine work, except for rust spot. 150.
Sell those.
You need for sale.
Whisper
that?
cloak. Don't need it,
Okay,
it's
my
useless.
friend, 50 crowns. You need for sale that?
5 crowns for that. A bunch of helmets.
You need for sale that? You need for sale.
It's like 5 crowns a piece.
You need for sale. You
Chainmail.
need for sale that.
Not really worth much.
You need for sale.
Orcish buckler.
You need for
Helm.
You need for sale.
See what he gives us for this.
Okay, my friend. 30 crowns.
There's great sword justice.
All right, you go.
So we'll swap our weapons around a bit. Albert Widow is marginally better. I guess, I wonder if throwing the dual dagger is like, would work.
There is something you need.
Might try that.
Fine work, except for rust spot. 150 crowns.
So I'm actually going to buy the dual dagger because that's the final shot. There's nothing really else you can buy.
3,000.
That's it,
Alright,
that's the dual
you
dagger.
go now.
We're not going to equip it to anybody because it's not as strong, but you can throw it, so that's what we'll do. We use it as our latest throwing item because I suspect the human skull is not going to work anymore, so the dual dagger is the best dagger in the game, so we just use that as our throwing weapon from now on. All that is left is just this passageway through here, and I think that'll be Yvel done. And we can finally now hopefully stand up to the Uruk-hai in the woods. And we'll move on to the next part of the game, the White Tower, where we're going to finally create the Elixir of Tybal, which we can use to cure King Richard of his poison affliction. To one share. Now is the time where you can start not really worrying about items. Silent sandals are not very useful because they don't do what they're supposed to do. They're
Empty.
yeah. I'm gonna leave them. Oil flask. A granite rock. Braces there, that's handy.
Empty.
Yeah, I'll leave the rest. I take the rock though, because there's still things we might want to place things like rocks on, like pressure points, which we've seen quite a bit throughout the game. Pressure pads. So this is joined here. In all honesty, I think that's Yvel done. Yeah. The secrets of Yvel are all revealed now. Time to leave. Go back to the forest and have a look around before we go to the White Tower. I think now we'll be able to put up a bit of a fucking fight. See those fucking Uruk-hai deal with us now. They're gonna have a rude awakening. Save the game just in case things get hairy. Do we want... Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna go check out Vulture's Chasm before we go to the White Tower. Let's try the Hand of Fate. Oh, it didn't do any damage. Oh. Damn, it didn't do any damage. So, take that back. Only spells 3 and 5 do damage.
Empty.
The Hand of Fate, which is kind of shit, isn't it? Doesn't look like especially huge amount of damage either. Try level 4. If it doesn't kill them outright, it's worthless. Seem to do a fair amount of damage, but it does seem kind of worthless. Oh man, disappointing, isn't it? I think it does more damage than the rest, though, to be fair. But it's not like something that seems to work as a good staple against them. Annoyingly, they seem to be quite resistant. Oh well. They're doing less damage to us now, though, thankfully. Dual dagger seems to work. Oh fuck. Oh hell. Oh, I've got a message from... Is it, God Elfire? The Gold Orc? Yeah, unlike off the Hobbit with the White Orc, we get the Gold Orc here. But, they're kind of the bigger, stronger cousins of, the Orcs, these. They're known as Great Orcs in the manual. I call them Urukai because I like Lord of the Rings. Ah, are you another player of Lands of Lore? Not sure what causes him to spawn and only get him sometimes. Not sure either. I think it's just a color variation, but
this looks like trouble.
I don't know if he's actually any stronger than the others. There's a gold snippy guy in the mines as well that turns up sometimes. So this is Castle Samaria, and you can actually get there because this happens.
Last, those vile orcs have severed the bridge. Now we must locate an alternate route to the Castle Sumeria.
We cannot fix the bridge.
Yep. That's Castle Samaria.
Yep, that's Castle Samaria.
It looks like several thousand orcs over there.
So, I think there was originally cut content where you were supposed to be able to cross this bridge initially, because I know for a fact that you can actually glitch through the wall here, and there's an additional area of Yvel you never are able to reach, and it's complete even with a place icon for Samaria's front door, and there's also another cut place in Samaria level 1 where there's another front door icon missing, which presumably links back here. But it's unclear how to unlock it or access it. I think presumably because it was deleted out, cut completely. But there is actually, if you do a wall clipping hack, you can access this entirely new area outside of Samaria, complete with front door. But I don't think any graphics exist for front door. If you try to go there, it's supposed to load a scene like this, but it fucks your game apparently. This is my understanding of it.
Yep.
Anyway,
that's Castle Samaria.
There's nothing more we can do here but go back. So we'll head to the White Tower. And there's a whole bunch of random trivia like this that becomes more apparent the further into the game you are, because, like I said, they really seem to rush it out the door towards the end, and as such you end up with a lot of random shit, especially in Castle Samaria. There is a huge amount of like weirdness that goes on in that place in terms of like perplexing things. I don't know if the dual dagger actually, you know, is any good at being used for throwing at things, but it seems better than nothing. Seems like the best thing you could throw at them that does the most damage, but... I'm gonna back up here. Well, you know... Oh, okay, there's a few here. At least we can withstand them a bit better, but they're fucking tough bastards. And I tell you, they seem a whole lot stronger than the previous playthroughs I've done. See, there's another gold orc here. Crazy. I don't know if this is like a certain special... Mental, they're really resistant to magic. Really resistant to magic. Keep going with spark, really. Seems to be probably the best thing to hit him with. Be interested to know how much damage throwing this dagger does. Being the dual dagger, I'd be inclined to think it does a lot of damage, but I don't know. Alright, enough of this. Let's go into the White Tower. Rapier Talon. And it sucks. Goodbye.
Ring for admittance.
You'd be led to think that they mean ring a doorbell, but it's a little bit of a hint right there for a secret.
Been poisoned.
Fuck. So these monsters are much simpler. Get a key out of that. It's good. Might have ginseng somewhere. No, I guess I don't. Level 3 heal though will take care of that. Thought I still had ginseng. Guess I used it all. Ah well. These emerald blades will be ever so important as we explore this place. But immediately upon entering this place, you just... It's so like... I always found it just so mystical and weird. So the enemies are just like really unexpected, just like Amazon warriors and stuff. And blobs. Think that sends something at you? Yeah. That's what that does. Doesn't open that door. I think one of these goes to a tiny one-room upstairs, and the other leads to an actual, like, big area upstairs. We're just gonna take the Mystic Key for now. Something I should mention about the White Tower, I don't really want that, is it's incredibly haunted further up you go. There you go, shutting these will stop those slug things coming out. Yeah, if you go further up the tower, it just gets weirder and weirder. Oh fuck, what we're on Spark. I do find like Spark typically turns out to be one of the best spells as just kinda standard fire. It's another shit sword, fuck off. I don't know why that is. You come here, you find these unique swords with like super intricate designs, all look very interesting, like they should do something really cool. And they all suck. They're like terrible weapons. And also, they're dropped by Amazon warriors, right?
It does not fit.
Yet they don't, Here you go, here's something fun, it's cool you can do. So here's another one. Another longsword gnarl. It's not gnarly at all, it's terrible. Terrible sword that just pales in comparison to greatsword justice. I absolutely love the soundtrack of this place as well, it really does.
It does not fit. It does not fit.
Stand out as a very strange area. Very foreboding. There's a constant retread of the
It does not fit.
Scotia's theme throughout a lot of the soundtrack, which I think is really cool as well. I love like soundtracks that reuse elements of one specific song. Like Super Mario World. That reused the same song over and over for basically all of it, really. There we go. Oh. You thought it was all over. Heard. Big step down in difficulty from the Urkai, these guys. Kinda difficult to hit all of a sudden there. I got him. That definitely got him. I think Spark level 4 is probably the most effective spell against them. Freeze level 4 is just kind of a bit uneconomical. Unless there's like 4 in one spot and you can just take them all out with it. But it does seem to be just be like half his magic bar. So, I don't know. There's a lot of weirdness in the White Tower as well, like you do come across certain parts that are a bit... It's a longsword. Yeah, there's random bits and bobs in the White Tower as well that seem like cut content. Switches that don't do anything. On level 2, for instance. There's like this corridor with a load of switches, and they seem to do nothing other than just act as a red herring.
An ornate lock.
Can't pick that, I don't think.
There is no way to pick this lock.
Nope. Can pick this one though. There's a few of these fuckers. That'll be why. Not that great. Oh, see? Weird. There's nothing in here. This game is really perplexing in places.
It does not fit.
Aha. Get into here though. It's just a room with a key, unlocked by another key. As you do. I think the distinct locks and keys in this place are really cool. Really adds to the overall strange tone and mystical atmosphere of this place.
It does not fit. It does not fit.
Doesn't seem to, does it, Picada? You can hear them walking around.
It does not fit.
That worked. Yeah, Spark is still very handy even this late into the game, just for the sense of doing really high amounts of damage and still being really economical, really. Fucking, I'm gonna hand of fate these fuckers. You fucked with the wrong boy. Yeah. And it's a dagger. Not interested in a dagger. I've got a dual dagger. That's the real MVP. Still not convinced it does much when you throw it, but looks cool. There it is. And it's here we'll find what's his face.
Hello, brave ones. You must have defeated the guards.
I recognize him. That is the thief that was banished from Gladstone last year.
That was a mistake. You wouldn't hold a grudge, would you?
Why are you in here?
Janna, the leader of the Amazons, put me here. I have 10 crowns. It's yours if you set me free.
So, here's what you do to get the most out of this guy. Choose leave.
Wait. I have a ring you can have too.
Think you can still do leave and get a bit more.
Don't go. The ring is magical. I'll tell you about it.
And I think you help him at this point.
I went through great pains to liberate this ring from this tower. It can be used to open a passage near the entrance to the tower. Take it, and the 5 crowns I promised.
The 5 crowns? What? 10 crowns, wasn't it? And it also gives poor Paulson a bit of more of a boost to his defense. And we know he needs that. If you didn't push that a bit further, and you failed to get that off him, one of these turns into like a switch. Yeah, and then it would be there instead. So, but because I did that, he spilled the goods. Okay, now this, one of these chests, if you fail to open it with a first attempt of picklock, it will make it empty. And you won't get this shield, which is horrible. You know, you don't want that.
Empty.
Don't really need another shield either. We'll give it to Paulson because he's looking low on defense. Yeah, give it Paulson. Overall though, we're looking fucking tough. Paulson just needs some better armor. then we'll be hunky-dory. That opens only via dropping down from above, I believe. Apart from that...
It does not fit.
No. Don't know where that goes, actually. The only other thing we can do is this. And this is where we will find Janice, who acts as a kind of first boss of this place.
So, you dare challenge the power of Jana, leader of the Amazons? Tonight my warrior maidens will feast upon your hearts. You males are pathetic weaklings, unable to defeat even the youngest of my warriors in single combat. I will take for myself the pleasure of cutting out your hearts as you scream in agony for death.
Harsh. Right. This is what you get, Janice. Fucking with me. This one's really hard to hit. Oh, there we go. That did it. Great Sword Trouble. Marginally less good than... Oh, it's a bit better than this hammerhead mole thing, so... There is that. Bit better than that, so we'll bring that with us. Don't need the mole hammerhead, though. There's a much better mole we find, as a matter of fact. And I've actually managed to miss that room altogether on some of my first playthroughs. So I think this key that I've got now is actually an optional thing. Isn't really necessary. I don't even know where it goes. Because that doesn't open to anything. Weird, isn't it? It's very strange.
The key doesn't fit. The key doesn't fit.
I think that's the Altar de Blanca, they call it. Altar of White. Yeah, I'm not sure where Jana's key goes. Maybe not on this level. I think we're actually finished here. We need to go upstairs now. And like I say, it gets really far weirder the further up you go. You thought this was strange? Well, wait and see. This is level 2. That's where that key goes. So you gotta watch out now, because I forget what they're called. You'll hear them flapping before anything else. Like one-eyed fucking chickens. This is a weird room. If you move, look at any of these directly, they shoot you in the face. So it's oof. It's really about taking your time and just making a bed and sleeping on it. It's a fireball scroll. Kind of worthless at this point, surely, really. Anyway, that's enough of that room. Fucking fire chicken! I forget what they're called. They got a name, because I remember them from Lands of Lore 3. Which, I hate to say it, butchered the White Tower in terms of how cool and mysticism of a mystical place it is. Transformed it into a brothel for the Amazons, which was fucking shit. This is to the level 3. Took this awesome, mystical, weird tower that makes no sense and is filled with extremely strange, practically alien-like monsters that you've never seen even in your dreams before. Turns it into like a brothel and explains away these chickens as like they're fucking crops. It is bullshit. And I've retconned it from my mental canon of this game. Can't really remember the second Lands of Lore, you know. Been a long time since I played that. Okay, that's that room. And this is the dark room.
Dark room.
Which is a big hint that you can get this key out of it if you shut the door behind yourself. Weirdly. Yeah, we've been there. Whoa! Fucking... What this fucking chicken thing. Reckon they are dangerous. Forget what they're called. They do have a name. But actually, as well, I'll explore some of the lore of this place. I vaguely recall reading a long time ago that the reason this place is so fucking fucked up and weird is that there was some sort of necromancer.
The key doesn't fit.
And the necromancer placed some sort of curse on it, which explains what happened to top floor of this place, which we'll see soon enough. But this is how we get to this room. So yeah, the top floor of the White Tower is the most messed up and strangest part of it yet. And a huge difficulty spike in terms of the game's difficulty. Like, incredibly, you know, a rise in difficulty. Yeah, essentially there was a necromancer that lived here, I believe was the backstory to it. Fucker. It's worth doing this though a bit because get to unlock some of the areas that we missed otherwise. Like, we never could get into here. Save the game just in case this is one of those one try only chests. But watch out for that shit. Urbish Great Helm. Okay, that's better. Again, I'm gonna give it to Paulson. Another jade necklace.
Empty.
I don't really know what the point of that is, to be honest, but there you go. I think that's all of the rooms you can fall into from above. And I'm doing a jig under my table. Just give me 2 seconds, I need to go to the toilet and have a wee-wee. Otherwise, it's gonna get a bit fucking puddly down here and we don't want that. Right. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the only lore I know about this place is to do with this necromancer character who did some unsavory shit here, caused a lot of the strangeness to happen, and then the only thing that is alluded to beyond that is I think he leaves and the Amazons move in, but they still know to stay the fuck out of the top level of the place. All this is really based on... There's like 2 books you get with the game, and I might have them. Hold on. Do I have them? Ah! Here we go. So, when you originally purchased this game, you get these 2 companion books. You get this black and white one, which is the game's instruction manual, which has some additional information on things like some of the weapons. See, I'm not just a dirty pirate. I did actually buy this game years ago. It actually tells you things like certain weapons work better against certain kinds of enemies. And then you also get this color booklet, which has Scotia's lovely face on it. And I think it's this one that mentions bits and bobs about various locals. Like, yeah, like this. See this part here that says ancient temples and other curses. And it's parts like this that goes into more detail with the Urbish mines and the White Tower. And this is where I get my extra curricular knowledge of the game's lore from. Like it says here, lore has it that at the very heart of Urbish is an ancient priest temple. And it is here that the cursed Nevermask could be found. It is also said that this was but a part of the great civilization of the ancients from whence it is said the Droracle originated. Not that anyone, with the possible recent exception of Scotia, has ever penetrated this fallen city. Indeed, fact of its existence properly belongs in the realm of rumour, while there has always been strange activity around the Urbish mines. These hauntings have escalated dramatically since Scotia removed the Nevermask from the Urbish. Whatever magical barrier protected the fallen ancient city has been shattered. Once Scotia broke it to take the Nevermask, anyone could get in and anything can get out. And this is to do with the Urbish demon, I think, that I've mentioned in my previous videos, and as to why the Urbish mines became so fucked up. So, although I said about the Urbish mines being to do with them mining too low, it is undeniable that Scotia's interference with that place has exasperated that problem. Other aspects of this manual reveals like a lot of like enemy information and characters. Talks about different races, chronology of the lore overall, and then just there's a bit of extra lore in the back to do with the Urbish mines, Vaelen's key, which talks about the demon of Urbish, I believe. So I knew I wasn't making this stuff up, I vaguely remembered it. And then it talks more about the Urbish mining company. Yeah, it says about greedy people flocking to the Urbish throughout the lands. Certain they could smuggle a few nuggets, but it then transpired the Urbish mines were cursed. And full of great evils. People were peasants. What did they know about it? After the mining began, the House Urbish suffered disaster after disaster after horrible disaster. House fell not even 3 generations after the mining began. The miners themselves, many disappeared. And it was said that they strayed from the protection of Vaelen's key, whatever that is, which is a cube basically, to find more riches deeper in the mine. And other miners, it was said, turned into monsters, horrid creatures who haunt the woods surrounding the Urbish even today. And the Urbish mines were eventually abandoned. House Urbish, no more. That's all I got time for with my special readings. I'm gonna get back to the game. But yeah, only on Paddy's channel do you get a bit of extra lore about Lands of Lore. Whatever streamer can give you that shit. Eh? Most others just play the game, but you know, you get more lore from me. So watch me. Recommend me to people. Right. Let's go up here. No, let's not do that. Let's turn around and go the actual correct way. And I'm gonna go back to that pit room because there's some shit there that I still want to look into. Excuse me a second, I just had a message from somebody. Who has messaged me? Oh, okay. Something unrelated. More on that later. Yeah. Go back to the pit room. So it was this way. That way led down the pits, so let's not do that. Think you can go all... No, you can't go there. Fuck's sake. Interesting though, that is like another room we couldn't get into. But at least we're exploring all the areas here. And we'll just try again. There we go. So this way, forward, left. Think it's through here. Yeah, there we go. That's that key. Struggling to get. Don't think you can go any further than this. Oh. And you definitely can't go there. You try to go there, it'll send you down a pit. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Why is that moved like that? Save the game. Hopefully that's another phantom pit. Which it is. Curious, very curious. Ah, okay, so now we can presumably go through here now. Ah, fucking hell. Pardon my French. Ah. Bonjour. Ah. Right, fucking, come on. Holy shit, I'm gonna just save scumming at this point. This is fucking painful. We're here. I'm just totally, disorientated since, there we go.
It's just an illusion.
Finally. Just a bit disorientated since the pit's moved around a bit. So, you can have a bit of a look around here. This terrible weapon. There's a lot of the things here, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. They do have a name though.
This looks dangerous.
It does, doesn't it? So this is a right red herring of a hall. You might remember me mentioning a corridor with a load of buttons and... well, that's them.
There now, I detect a pressure plate to the north.
Doesn't seem you can press that down with weights.
This looks dangerous.
Thankfully,
Hold carefully now. I detect a pressure plate to the west.
This looks dangerous.
It was kind of hidden, wasn't it? Scoot in there fast. You see that? Swift finger movements. Ha. Okay. So, a lot of red herrings, I think, is all this is. I could have a play around with the switch, but don't think they really do anything, in all honesty. Very weird. Get him with the spark. There's a helm apprentice. Marginally better, isn't it? Not as good as his helmet, though. And we're done with Great Helm. We don't really need it. I might take it as something to weigh down a pressure plate with, though. Apart from that, it's... no. And then there's just this whole business of... whatever the fuck these are supposed to do. Is there an order? I think we spent a long time looking at these and trying to work them out, and no, I'm pretty sure these are like a big fucking red herring put in to just dick you over for no reason. I've never been able to make anything happen by fucking around with those. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying to do anything with those.
It's just an illusion.
Don't think they do anything. And I can't remember the order of these, but no matter. It's now time to go to the final part of this area. Okay. This is just... if I seem apprehensive, believe me when I say I have good fucking reason to be. The best thing to do here is equip both emerald blades to Bakata.
Save thyself. Leave this place whilst thou still might. I am bound here for eternity, as are the others. Make ye haste from this accursed place.
I advise caution. I can feel danger here.
No mere ghost can convince me. We will press on.
Fucking Paulson's such a badass, but he's like misguided slightly. because this now shit gets real now. You try and sleep here, by the way, you have a chance of that snake thing getting you. Kind of surprisingly, this did damage to them somehow. And that is a bit shocking, but if you equip both emerald blades to the Carter, he can tend to one-shot them, so that's the best means of dealing with them. Daggerfang, okay. And maybe the jeweled blade can help a bit. Otherwise, it's all up to Bakara.
4 crowns.
Empty.
And just save magic for... Save magic for heals is probably best advice. Quite surprised, actually. I usually get fucking swamped. Is this like a later revision they did? It just seems to be different in balance from my memories of this game. Usually you get absolutely ganked to death by horrible ghosts in this place. And I don't feel like that's happened this time. Take that back. It's happening right now. Shit in, Nora. Holy fuck. Ah, fuck me. Right, hold on. We need something like this. Oh, fucking Nora. Absolutely rinsed then. Yeah, I think I know where I went wrong. Obviously aggroed a whole bunch of them in the walls here, so you just need to take a step back. Get them in the open where you can deal with them. So yeah, just... Oh wow, I've got 3 viewers. Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for clocking by. There we go. Drops a greatsword. Not very useful at this point in the game, but kind of explain why they hit me like a truck every time they attack. It's not a weapon to be scoffed at. So I think go a bit slow and steady is good advice here. We're doing this without Vaelen's cube. Yeah. Seems that apparitions, oddly, they're not as immune to damage as wraiths are, so you can kind of sort of wail on them a bit with the others. Got a question from God Fire. You have been to Yvel, haven't you? Yeah. Went to Yvel first. There's 2 ways of approaching this, really. You can either come straight to White Tower. on, Bakata, stop missing him. You can either come straight to White Tower with the Vaelen's cube, and that will make this a whole great deal easier. God Hellfire says, I can see. Well, definitely funner doing it no cube, but dang it is hard. It's hard, yeah, but it's rewarding because you will be upgrading Ricardo's fighting ability, which will be super helpful later on. It's more challenging as well. Like, I feel like using the cubes a bit of a cop-out, really. Seems like opening that door, unfortunately, aggroes a whole bunch of these guys. I think that's a secret wall there. Yeah, very occasionally you can hit the fuck me. That's a lot of. It's a lot of apparitions. But the magic doesn't really work on them, I don't think. There we go, that got him. I would also advise, like, it may seem like bad advice resting in this place, but believe it or not, there is a limit to how many of these things come at you. They respawn, though, very slowly over time, but you can really start to dwindle their numbers after a while. And once you've actually done that, the area becomes very safe. Fucking shit sword.
Empty.
Shit sword and a shit chest. I'll go back there and explore. You really just need to be careful, because since they can move through walls, they really gank you fast. It's that makes them so dangerous. That and this fucking cobra shit spell. Fucking cobra spam block spell. Right, this is a kind of not so great situation. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Ace of Dominion here. Give us a bit of breathing room. There we go. It's funny that you can hit the apparitions, but right, that's a annoying situation. Thankfully, Axel's got a lot of see, oddly, that does hit occasionally. Even Wraiths. Maybe the jeweled dagger is magical. Just not very effective is all. I wonder if level 4 Spark does a decent amount of damage. Nah, it doesn't seem it. They're just not completely immune to damage. Ah, see. It is worth it. What did I tell you? Card is now level 6 fire. And you wouldn't get that if you'd have used Vaelen's cube. I used to think it was these guys that did the snakes, but it really isn't. It's just the Wraiths. The Wraiths are like the fucking only problem here, really. God Hellfire says chain snakes it bogus. Yeah, it's They love to spam the snakes. Snake spam asswidge is what that is. Nothing in there. But as you can see, if you sit through with it, and I've got plenty of healing items, I'm fine really. If you sit it out though, you can definitely. I thought I used one of these already, or maybe I've got 2 Ace of Oblivion. That should sort that. Although actually, I'm gonna actually go down this pit because there's something very good. You get something very good for doing this.
An ornate lock.
So I'm gonna go down here and fight the second boss fight of the White Tower, which is the Minotaur. Save again. It's pretty strong, but he goes down easy enough with a good amount of persistence. That's it. Unfortunately, terrible armor. But this, though, this is... Oh, fucking hell, I was using those weapons against him, no wonder. No wonder I wasn't getting anywhere. Still have my emerald blades equipped, they suck, but, you know, even with those, I still whooped his ass. No problem with a very strong spellcaster. And then this horn, which just unlocks here, really. Nope. Oh, what the fuck? Ah, okay, I guess that's like a hidden wall that you can't get back through with. Whatever. Kill with emerald blades. No matter. We only did that because we wanted,
It's just an illusion.
we just wanted the, Great Maul Thunder, which is... It makes like a roar sound every so often. And I think actually that will be useful against wraiths. I think when it roars it can actually hit wraiths, so we'll use it for now. Just became aware of what time it is though, so I think we're gonna have to wind this stream down, unfortunately. How time flies when you're having fun, huh? And I have a lot of fun with this game. Okay, have a look up here. Alright, I'm actually gonna save it now and come off. But I will say thanks very much for watching. Have a good rest of your evening. That'll do it for now. I'll be back on tomorrow, similar time. Until then, have a great evening and a great day tomorrow. Hopefully catch you again soon. Maybe tomorrow. Well, no pressure, whatever. Happy for people to come and go as they please. It's nice to talk to people that whilst doing these things. That's the main reason I like to do this, but yeah. Anyway, have a good one. Peace out, stay safe.